Hey guys! So first things first, sorry about the lighting. It's like 10 o'clock at night and my house overall just never has good lighting anyways. So yeah. So, as you can see from the title down below, I am going to be talking about my 5-day Bahamas cruise on the Carnival Fascination. So, I have some notes down here in my binder because I don't want to forget anything. I might add stuff, but we're gonna go because I have a 3% battery and let's see how far I can get. So, first things first, our port was from Jacksonville, Florida. The port was very, very tiny, like so small. The workers outside were totally rude. Like they were like, "Get up! You gotta get out of the sidewalk!" Blah blah blah. We're just like, bro, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Get it together. But on the opposite side, inside, the workers are very nice. It was very fast to get on the boat. It took like maybe 15 minutes to get on the boat, which never happens like when you go on regular boats. Like, I don't know, I've only been on 7-day cruises. This was my first 5-day cruise. So every other boat that I've been on, it takes like an hour to get in, or sometimes longer. So this was like the fastest we've ever gotten in. So let's talk about the boat now. The boat was super tiny. So once again, I've always been on 7, 8-day cruises, which the boats are like normal size. And then I've also, like for Carnival, I've only been on 7-day cruises. And then I went on, I think, an 8-day to last year, a Royal Caribbean, which I went on Royal Caribbean. What's that boat called? I don't remember what the boat was called. I hated that cruise. But it's like, is it Anthem of the Seas? No. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Allure. I can't fucking pronounce that. Allure of the Seas. And it's I'm watching Property Brothers and it's so funny right now. I'm sorry. But Allure of the Seas is the biggest cruise in like the world right now. I think the new one they made is a little bit bigger than it, but like it's a huge boat. We actually docked one. And when we got to Nassau, we docked next to each other. Literally, the boat that I was on was like the first 3 stories, like the first 3 floors of Royal Caribbean. Like that's how small our boat was. I was so mad. So yeah, the boat was super, super tiny. Like very short and very, very tiny. It had to the 12 floors like normal, but like it didn't. If you know what I mean. Like, when I went on a regular boat, if you were on, like, Riviera or something like that, which is supposed to be, like, deck 1 or whatever, you were actually on deck, like, 4 or 5. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was very weird. Very, very weird. There was only one swimming pool, which was, like, awful. Not that a lot of people even went swimming because the water was very, very cold for some reason. But, there was only one swimming pool, so fun. There was only 2 family jacuzzis that were very, very tiny, like smaller than the usual boats that I go on. And then the 2 adult jacuzzis and like the adult retreat spot, which sucked because they were always packed. So like you really had to like really like be like, hey, tell me when you're leaving so I can get in. Like it was that bad. There was no basketball court on this cruise, which I was very upset about because my 2 boy cousins who've never been cruising before, we like told them, like they were excited because we told them they were going to be a basketball court because they love basketball. Got there, no basketball court. They only had the golf court and then like little foosball tables. Like that's it. Like cool Carnival. They had the one tall like slide thingy and then the 2 other slides at the waterworks place, which was cool. I never went on it, but it's cool for smaller kids. The inside, like I said before, was overall small, like, compared to other boats I've been on, like, it was just tiny. Everything was tiny and condensed and crowded. And then I have to say that it was a lot more confusing than the other boats. It was almost like the same layout of Allure of the Seas, which if you saw my other video, I said that, like, to get from the back of the boat to the front of the boat on some levels, you had to like go up a floor and walk across and then get down to get to that, back to that level. Like you couldn't go across because there was no entry. It was like rooms, if that makes sense, but like there was no exit up from the rooms. It was really weird. So yeah, it was very confusing. The rooms. Someone's jamming outside. Unless they're yelling. I don't know. But the rooms were the tiniest I've ever seen in my life. Literally, I wish I would do a room. I need to do a room tour here because my room is tiny. It's like a small little fucking box. And that's what our room was, and there was 5 people. There's people fighting outside. Scary. Okay, whatever. Very small bathrooms. They had none of that like vanity stuff. It was literally like a pedestal thing. And then the shows were really entertaining to me. They were all new shows and none that I've ever been to. So like it was pretty cool. Then we'll just go to my experience. Spring break. There was over 2,000 spring breakers on the cruise. 2,000. And they were all Southern. I'm from Massachusetts, so being with all Southern people, not that anything's wrong with you guys, but you guys, not you guys, I don't want to make it seem like you guys are, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it correctly. Let me just say, Southern people act very differently than, like, Eastern, like, Northeastern people. It's just how it goes. So you go to different places around the world and everyone acts differently. So it was very weird to me being around Southern people instead of people like I'm used to. And because of that, because they were all like my age, they all wanted to go to the club and go to the bars and everything. Like they were all 21. So it was too crowded. But not as bad as Royal Caribbean. Workers on the ship were awesome. I thought they were pretty good as normal. Carnival workers are always really cool. Our toilet kept clogging. Not like we were clogging it, like it just, there was no water coming back up. It was like dry. So we had to complain a couple times. And last thing was really like the food was okay. It was better than my last semester, like not last semester, my last cruise on Royal Caribbean. Their food was awful, but like Carnival really needs to update like their food selection because it was like meh. But overall I had a good time. As you can see, I got a pretty good tan. Yes. If you have any more questions, just let me know down below. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you want to hear anything else, let me know. Any other cruise videos you want me to make, just let me know. See you guys later.